Becoming present to what's here for you this morning, welcoming it all, pushing nothing away, softening into your experience of this moment. Let's have the palms facing up today, becoming receptive to the practice we're about to begin, joining index fingers and thumbs lightly together. And then bring your attention to the pelvic floor area. And just sense what you are feeling in that area right now. You may want to start visualizing a ball of orange light at the pelvic floor. This is the location of Svadhistana Chakra, the second chakra. This relates to the water element, to the waters in the body, to a sense of fluidity, to the ability to gracefully flow with life, with the ups and downs. And when we are open, receptive, we're more likely allowing emotions to arise freely. Feelings of all kinds. So we take this time to allow ourselves to feel and to connect to the waters in the body. This is a very feminine chakra. Regardless of our gender, we have feminine and masculine energies within. And this is said to contain the power of Shakti, that creative feminine power that gives life to everything that exists. So a very creative chakra. And to continue inviting this feminine energy, we're going to practice Chandra Bedhana. It's a pranayama that activates the moon energy in our system. So please bring your right hand in front of your face, and then you can take your index and middle fingers to the palm and use the thumb and the ring finger to close the nostrils. We're always going to inhale through the left nostril, the Chandra, the feminine energy, and we'll exhale through the right nostril. So begin by closing the right nostril with your thumb, and then inhale through the left nostril, nice and tall. Closing the left nostril, exhale through the right, relax the shoulders, all the air out. Close right, inhale through the left nostril, activating feminine energy, yin energy in your system. Closing the left, exhale through the right, pacifying the solar energy, that more active energy. And keep moving through cycles of Chandra Bedhana on your own, always inhaling through the left nostril with a subtle pause at the top. And then exhaling through the left nostril with a pause at the bottom. Naturally happens, you don't need to force it. Closing the right, you inhale through the left, expansion. And closing left, we exhale through the right. Continue a few more rounds. The left side of the body corresponds to feminine, lunar energy, Chandra, yin, cooler, more nourishing, more calming, creative. So this is the energy we are honoring today. Just a few more of these. Keep inhaling through the left and exhaling through the right. Chandra Bedhana pranayama. Do one last cycle without rushing through anything. Letting the inhalations and exhalations be long and complete. And when you finish the exhalation, you can lower the right hand down. Continue to observe your breath with the palms facing up, the back of the hands resting on your legs. Before we begin movement, I'd like to also invite the energy of Goddess Lakshmi to our practice. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. She has an infinite, sweet, gentle, compassionate energy. So allowing the archetype of Lakshmi to be present so that the energy of Lakshmi that already lives within you can arise, and you can really feel that sweetness in the practice, the sweetness of Goddess Lakshmi, the sweetness of the moon. We had a full moon yesterday. That energy is still very present. Next time you inhale, circle your arms, lift them up by the head, interlace your fingers and press palms skyward, extend the arms, take a deep breath. Then bend the elbows sideways, exhaling completely. And again, extension of the arms, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows out. Inhale, extend the arms once again. This time open wide. As you exhale, interlace your hands behind the hips, extending the arms back with the chest lifted, shoulders down. Heart center expanding, becoming even more receptive to feel whatever is here for you. One more breath. And releasing the hands, transition into child's pose on the hands and knees, sitting back onto your heels. Good morning, Karine. Good morning, Lori. Wow, what a treat. Love you, my friend. Good morning, Zainib. So in child's pose, Balasana, have your arms forward by your head and then walk your hands over to the right, the torso as well, so your arms will stay by your head. Breathing into the left side of your rib cage, getting grounded. Then walk your hands over to the left. Breathing into the right side of your rib cage, back, relax the shoulders. Come back to center. Stay down just for another few breaths. If you have an essential oil you'd like to put in your hands now, inviting more sweetness to the practice, you can do that sitting up and just rubbing a couple of drops of your favorite oil to then inhale and invite sweetness. Sweetness of Goddess Lakshmi, sweetness of Svadhistana Chakra. Spreading the fingers wide. Let's come forward onto hands and knees to meet in downward facing dog. So take your time getting into Adho Mukha Svanasana and moving around in a way that feels good in your body. Allow this practice to be pleasurable as we honor the waters in our system, as we honor the ability to create, to move, to feel. It's a practice of freedom, of feeling good. Pause in center. On the inhalation, glide forward into plank. Exhale, lower your knees down and sit back into child's pose. We're coming right forward onto the hands. Breathe in onto your hands. Breathe out, lower to your belly. Lift up the chest. Inhale, open heart. Lift as high as you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving through this vinyasa a few times. Inhale, plank pose, forward. Exhale, knees to floor. Sit back, child's pose. Inhale, forward onto the hands. Exhale, lower to your belly. Lift as high as you like as you breathe in, neck is long. Downward dog as you breathe out. Continue, inhale, plank pose. Knees down, sit back, balasana, exhale. Inhale, forward onto the hands and knees. Lower down as you exhale, elbows into waist. Lift your heart, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, sit into child's pose. Forward onto hands and knees, breathe in. Lower down, breathe out. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog again. Stay in downward dog as you breathe in. And bring your feet together as you breathe out. Lift your right leg up, turn your toes to the right and bend your right knee. Gazing at the left ankle, pressing your fingertips down into the ground. Opening the right hip. Remembering the location of Svadhistana Chakra is in the pelvic floor and its energy radiates into the hips, the low back. Inhale to extend the right leg. Lower your right foot next to the left as you exhale. Come forward into plank as you breathe in. Lower your knee, sit into child's pose as you breathe out. Come forward onto your hands and knees, breathing in. Lower to your belly, breathe out. Lift your chest, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Feet together for the left leg to lift up. Turn your toes out and bend your left knee. Gazing down at the right ankle, press into both hands and feel whatever is here for you to feel. Let there be sweetness. With the next inhale, we extend the left leg, square of the hips to lower the left foot next to the right. Forward into plank, breathe in. Knees to floor, sit into child's pose, breathe out. Come right forward onto hands and knees. Lower down, halfway or all the way. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Downward dog on the exhale back. Inhale fully. And exhale to breathe out any heaviness that no longer serves a purpose. Come forward into plank again. Lower your knees down and move your hips in circles. Have to include this one in a practice for Swadhisthana, because it's a wonderful way to release any stuck, stagnant energy around the hips and the low back, to connect to that fluidity in the body. Move in your own unique, creative way. Go the opposite direction if you haven't switched yet. You can explore different ways of moving too if you want, figure eight, for example, anything that your body wants to do. Don't question it, just go for it. Karine, I hope your shoulder is feeling better this morning. Be good to yourself. There's a lot we can do without putting pressure in the upper back or shoulders too. So modify as needed. And then come onto the hands and knees. With the inhalation, lift up the chest. We're in tabletop position, arc the spine. Exhale, contract the low belly and round the back. Inhale, lifting the chest, shoulders down, open heart. Exhale, contract the belly and round your back. So I'd like for you to continue on your own. Today, we're doing a more fluid practice. And I really want you to connect to your personal creative power, the power of Goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi, which blesses us with the ability to create anything we can possibly imagine. The goddess of abundance, the goddess of prosperity, of beauty. She tells us that we can have it all. We can have it all, from the material abundance to the spiritual abundance. We can have it all. So after the next cycle of cat and cow, when you finish the exhalation, rounding your back, pause in a neutral spine, just a flat back. Separate your knees a little wider than your hips. And on the inhale, open your right arm out and up, open chest. Then lower your hand, touch the floor as you exhale. And the left arm will come up. Breathe in, open heart. Breathe out, lower your hand down. Inhale, continue. Follow your own breath. Honor your unique rhythm, your unique beauty as you move and get your body to be more open, more receptive to feeling. Next time you lift your right arm up, we're going to take this right hand down under the left arm, reach far away into thread the needle. Gaze over your left shoulder with your head on the floor. 90-degree angle with the left arm, pointing the left elbow up. You could make a fist with the left hand. Draw shoulders away from ears as you keep hips right between knees. And breathe into the sensation of stretch. Maybe your essential oil or incense is still burning and you can take a moment to appreciate that sweet scent, sweet smells around you, or perhaps just even imagine a smell that you love, inviting a sense of sweetness to this moment. To come out, we press into the left hand, and then we come up onto all fours again. Cat and cow, 2 rounds. Inhale, neutralizing the spine, lift your chest. Exhale, squeeze the belly around the spine. And do it again as you breathe in. Breathe out, all air out. Come to neutral, and then the left arm opens up. We'll take this left hand under the right arm, reach far away to get a nice stretch for the shoulder. Gazing over the right shoulder, point the elbow up, shoulders away from ears. Space around the neck. Relax your face and notice if your hips are falling over to one side. Can you keep your hips between your knees? Enjoying the stretch for your low back. Goddess Lakshmi is often seen sitting on a lotus flower. She has 4 arms. 2 of them have a lotus in them. The hands are holding a lotus flower. And the other hand, one is full of coins, gold coins, symbolizing prosperity, abundance, all her boons. And her other hand, the 4th one, is in the have no fear gesture, abaya. Have no fear, grace is here. Lakshmi is here with us. Press into the right hand to come up onto all fours. Walk the hands a couple inches ahead of the shoulders, moving to downward dog again. Breathing in energy of Goddess Lakshmi, abundance. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Lower your knees, sit into child's pose as you exhale. And then from here, inhale forward onto your hands, lower your pelvis and lift your chest without bending your elbows, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, go back into Balasana, sitting on your heels. We'll do this vinyasa a few times. Come forward onto your hands without bending the elbows, lower your pelvis, belly in, lift your chest, lift your chin. Bring your chin into chest and sit back into Balasana. Couple more, inhale, gliding forward, lift your chest, open heart. Go back into child's pose as you exhale. Let's do 2 more from here, really honoring this wave-like motion, inviting that sense of freedom to ride the waves of our lives with creativity, with grace, with trust. Next time you come forward onto your hands and knees, curl the toes for downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands, staying upside down in Uttanasana at the front of your mat. Anchor down through the feet. Last week we worked with Muladhara Chakra. So it's very important to have a stable foundation to anchor, ground our potential for creativity so that when we do create things, when we do manifest things, they have a solid foundation. Bend the knees, roll up the spine, circle the arms, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands at the heart. Release your arms by the body. Step your right foot behind the left and to the side. Bend the front knee, raise your arms up by the head, hold on to your right wrist and lean over to the left. Notice if your floating ribs are poking out, contain them, and then enjoy this half moon stretch into the right side of the body. Just one more breath here. Stay as you exhale. Come back to center, open your arms, lower them down with the right foot next to the left and the other side, left foot behind the right to the side. Raise the arms, hold on to the left wrist as you bend the right knee and lean over to the right. Relax the shoulders. Feel the sweetness of your breath. We're returning to center. Lower the arms and cross the legs. Ground down. Rotate your shoulders up, back and down. Surya Namaskar. So even though it's a lunar practice, we're including the energy of Surya, which is important to keep us energized. Let's inhale, circle the arms, reach up overhead, and bow to that solar power. Exhale. Inhale, reach your chest forward, shoulders back, hands down, step into plank, bend the elbows and lower halfway or all the way down. Lift your chest, opening heart, downward dog, exhale. As you pause here, notice how unique this moment is, this downward dog, this breath, and how unique your Surya Namaskars are. We all do things differently. We can modify, we make it our own, whatever we do. We let our beauty shine through whatever we do. With the inhalation, lift up the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, step or hop between the hands, flat back, breathe in. Fold over legs, breathe out, bending knees, rolling up spine, circle around, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, namaskar, salutations. Inhale, circle, reach up. Fold down over legs, exhale, bow. Look ahead on the inhale. Hands to floor, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana on the exhale. The knees can always lower if you like. Lift the chest, opening heart. Downward dog, exhale back. Stay present. Facial expression is neutral. For the next inhalation, heels lift. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, step or hop. Flatten the back, inhale. Fold over legs, bend the knees on the exhale and roll up the spine, circle around, reach up high. Exhale, namaskar. Circle again, inhale, lift. Bowing down, this will be different. We exhale to lower. Step the right foot back, knee to the floor. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. There's no rush. Exhale, open the arms and interlace hands behind your hips. Extend the arms and lift your chest as you breathe in. Breathe out, lower your hands to floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lower your knees. Sit back into child's pose. Right forward onto the hands. Inhale. Downward facing dog, curl the toes. Exhale back. Lift your right leg up as you breathe in. Turn your toes to the right. Bend your right knee as you breathe out. Inhale, extend the right leg, square off your pelvis. Step your foot between your hands. Exhale, left knee to the floor. Raise your arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Open the arms. Exhale, interlace the hands. Try the opposite thumb on the outside. Extend the arms. Open heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your hands to the floor. Step the left foot forward. Inhale to a flat back. Fold down. Exhale, bend your knees. Roll up the spine. Circle arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, heart. Inhale, circle around. Invite fluidity into your practice. Exhale, bow down. Release your head. Left foot back, knee to floor. Anjanayasana. Raise your arms by the head in the Crescent Lunge pose. Open your arms. Exhale, interlace hands behind your hips. Extend the arms back. Lift your chest as you breathe in. Lower your hands down as you breathe out. Step into downward dog. And Thomas, good morning. Inhale, come forward into plank. Lower your knees, sit into child's pose as you exhale. Come forward onto the hands and knees as you breathe in. Bend the elbows, lower your variation as you breathe out. Lifting the heart, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, breathing in, turn the toes left. Bend left knee as you breathe out. Inhale, extend the leg. Step the foot forward, exhale, right knee to the floor. Raise the arms as you breathe in. Open them wide, breathe out, interlace hands behind the hips. Extend the arms, inhale, lift chest. Exhale, lower the fingers down. We'll step it forward, flatten the back, inhale. Fold down, exhale, bend the knees. Roll up the spine, circle around, inhale, reach high. Exhale to heart. Pause. Pause here with your toes spread wide, creating a lotus flower, Padma Mudra with the hands now. Keeping your thumbs and little fingers together, separate the other fingers. Padma Mudra. So remembering the energy of Goddess Lakshmi, the energy of the second chakra, sweetness, creativity, the power to create whatever we can imagine. All that Shakti power lies there. And we need to ground that power down with the energy of the first chakra, rooting down through the feet. Now find a focal point. Lift your heels up. Stay buoyant as you balance on your toes, pressing the big toes down. You can stay here, or you can try bending your knees to sit on your heels. You can go as far down as you like. Maybe you stay halfway. Maybe you go all the way down, lifting the chest. Relax the shoulders. Smell the flower. Imagine your favorite scent coming from this Padma Mudra, the gesture of the lotus flower. Lotus that grows from mud, it roots down in dirt, in mud, in earth. We establish the connection to Mother Earth so that we can manifest all of our dreams, all that creative potential that lies within us. We honor that now. And then we'll stand up again, mindfully, come on up, try to keep your heels off the floor. And then lower your heels down. Release your arms by the body. Let's circle the arms to inhale, lift up. Fold over legs, exhale, move with grace. Step your right foot back, lower your right heel down, raise your arms. Let's open into Warrior Two just briefly. Extend the left leg, left arm up, right hand down. On the exhale, take the left arm down, right arm up for triangle pose, Trikonasana. So we did a lot of movement to connect to the waters in the body, the water element from the second chakra. And I will just take a moment here in Trikonasana to really feel our power, to feel the body, clear energy lines. Spread your fingers wide, let yourself shine. Take one more breath. Look down at the left foot on the exhale. Firm your legs to come up. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up, right hand down. On the exhale, bring both hands either side of the front foot and move into a lunge. From here, lower the right knee down. You may want to pad your knee with a blanket or fold your mat. Then extend the front leg. You can also have blocks under your hands as you lift your toes up, left toes up, so we're on the heel. Have your hip bones in the same level. Draw the left femur bone back into the pelvis. Inhale, reach your chest forward and fold over your left leg. As you exhale, relax your shoulders. You may want to reach with your right hand for the outside of the foot, drawing that outer edge of the foot back, outer hip back. Slowing down. Taking this moment to notice what's here. Feeling the sweetness of this moment in the body just the way it is right now. And then we'll bend the front knee. Bringing the hands under shoulders with or without blocks. Left hand comes to hip. Look over the left shoulder. Maybe walking the left foot out. You can extend the left arm up. Create your own expression of this pose, a twisted lunge. You could extend the back leg, curling the toes, lifting the knee off the floor. Open up the chest. Maintain the waist long on the left side. Shoulder heads back. Take one more breath. And bring your left hand down to the floor. Lower your right knee down. We're going to walk this left foot over to the right for pigeon. Let the shin bone come down, adjust as needed. Take care of your knee, go to your back if necessary. Slide the right knee back. Open up the chest. And then lower your torso down. So if you feel this is inappropriate for you right now, you come onto your back so there's less pressure on your knee. If you're okay staying in pigeon, let's do a little bit of movement together. So the hands are on the floor, palms down, just in front of your shoulders. And as you press into your finger pads, lift up your chest, open up your heart with the belly in, lift your chin, and then reach your chest forward as you breathe out, lower your forehead down. Inhale, lifting up again, open heart, shoulders back and down, chest forward, exhale, bow. Continue a few more of these, just a couple more. Embodying fluidity, the ability to gracefully flow through life, to ride all the waves. And next time you come down, you can stay down. You can stay on your forehead. You can turn your head to one side. Let your body tell you what to do. Let this feel good. The hips stay equally high up off the floor. Notice if there's unnecessary resistance, if you could soften a little more into this shape. Yogis believe we hold a lot of emotional stuff in the area of the hips. So here is an opportunity to breathe out anything that no longer serves us. With the full moon yesterday, there's that energy of closure of cycles. Another cycle of the moon that came to completion. So we honor that, the closing of cycles. We release the emotions attached to past situations, circumstances that are no longer the reality. Finishing the next exhalation here, we're coming back up. So take your time to come up onto the hands and knees, to curl the back toes, and go back into a downward facing dog. Step back. Observe how different your two hips, two legs feel now. And on the inhale, glide forward onto plank. Lower the knees, sit back, child's pose as you exhale. Little vinyasa in between sides, forward onto the hands, breathe in. Bend the elbows, lower as far down as you like as you breathe out. Lift your chest, shoulders back and down. Downward facing dog, all the way back. Turn into your breath. Inhalation, lift the heels up. Exhalation, bend the knees, look ahead, step between your hands, come to a flat back. Inhale, fold over legs on the exhale. Second side, left foot back, heel to floor, warrior one. Raise your arms just briefly, right into warrior two, exhale. Extending the right leg, right arm up, left hand down. Trikonasana, right arm forward and down. Good. So in Trikonasana, I would like for you to really connect to your Shri, your beauty, your glow, your inner power, letting the beauty of Lakshmi shine through. We're going to chant for Lakshmi at the end. Take one more breath here. Gaze down at the right foot on the exhale. Raise yourself up, breathe in, arms wide. Breathe out, bend the front knee. Inhale, right arm up, left hand down, exalted warrior. Exhale, both hands down, coming into a lunge again. Adjust yourself in this lunge. Lower your left knee down, pad your knee if you like. Extension of the front leg. Adjust your heel, sliding it as necessary so your hips are in the same line. You can have blocks under the hands. Inhale, chest forward. Fold over the right leg as you exhale. So I'll introduce the mantra to Lakshmi now. There are many, but we'll work with a simple one that contains the bija for Lakshmi. Shrim. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. We bow to the beauty, to all the potential, all the abundance of Goddess Lakshmi. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. Maybe you're holding the outside of your foot here. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. And then we're bending the front knee, walking the hands in line with the shoulders. The right hand can come to right hip, open chest, extend the arm. You can walk your right foot out if necessary. You can extend the back leg if you like to match the first side. Waist long, heart open. The heart of Lakshmi is a generous one. She is wealthy because she is generous. She shares all her boons, all her prosperity infinitely. She's constantly sharing. Take one more breath. Lower the hand down. Lower your left knee to move into Pigeon on this side with your right foot walking left, shin bone down, open heart. Take your time to adjust and then come on down. Come on down, making sure your knee feels safe. It is key to have a feeling of security and safety so that we can blossom more creatively. So first chakra, Muladhara Chakra energy provides that foundation where we feel safe to then explore our creative potential, to be free. We're going to move up and down again on this side. If you did so on the first side, if it felt okay, place your hands on the floor, press your finger pads down and inhale. Lift up your torso, the right hip stays back, lift your chin. Reach your chest forward and come on down. Inhale, opening up the chest, inviting fluidity. Exhale, come on down, bowing to Lakshmi. Inhale up. Exhale, honoring your own creative potential. One more time, lifting up and coming on down. We'll stay here a little longer. You may turn your head sideways if you like. Remembering that when we work with deities, these are just archetypes of energies that already are within us. They help us connect to different aspects of ourselves. Relax the face. Observe the sweetness of your breath. We're almost done the asana portion of class. We're going to come to resting position very soon. So finishing the exhalation here. Lift the torso up, take your time, curling the back toes and moving into downward facing dog. Observe the two legs, the two hips. With the inhalation, glide into plank, our last vinyasa. Exhale, lower knees, sit into balasana, child's pose. Inhale forward onto the hands. Bend the elbows, chaturanga arms. You can lower all the way if you like. Lift your chest. Downward dog, all the way back. So it's our last downward dog. Inhale, expansion, abundance. Exhale. Lift up the heels as you breathe in. Breathe out to bend the knees, look ahead and step between your hands, flatten back, inhale. Fold over legs, exhale, bow down. One more time, lift your chest as you breathe in, and from here we'll sit down, bend your knees and sit down. Take a moment here to sit in any position that is comfortable. And those of you that do have an essential oil that you like to use nearby, grab your oil. Couple drops on your palm. Rub your palms. If you don't have an oil, you can just pretend. You can do the rubbing of the palms and you can cup your eyes. If you've got the oil, don't cup your eyes and instead just smell it. Allow yourself this moment of sweetness. And then let's bring the hands to the back of the neck, massaging the neck and shoulders. Remembering the energy of the second chakra, Swadhisthana, as well as the energy of Goddess Lakshmi, are an energy of nourishment. Nourishment, compassion, generosity. So nourishing ourselves with this little massage, a loving moment. We'll then transition to lying down, coming to the back. Make yourselves very comfortable. And before we move into Shavasana, hug the knees. Hug the knees. Maybe you've got a blanket under your head, a pillow. Give yourself a nice hug. Let your back relax. Separate your knees wide. Lift the soles of the feet up for a happy baby. Holding the outsides of the feet if you can, staying still or rocking around. We'll take the next several minutes to rest with a little bit of guiding relaxation. When you feel ready here, you can lower your legs and allow your body to be at ease. Propping yourself however you like, putting on extra layers. Adjust the shoulder blades down the back with the palms facing up. The practice continues. It's just the movement that will stop now. So as we let the body be still, feel all your muscles softening. Knowing that at this point, you don't need to work hard. You don't need to control anything. You're letting your body be at ease. Imagine that you're floating in water. Perhaps you have a special place of water, a body of water that you love. Maybe it's the ocean. Maybe it's a lake. Maybe it's a bathtub. You're resting safely in water. Waters that you really trust. Waters that provide freedom. And you allow yourself to be taken places, to flow wherever the waters take you, with no resistance, with no need to control. With every exhalation, you soften deeper into that trust. Letting yourself move freely through the waters. Maybe there are some waves, just like in your breath. And you let yourself ride those waves without any resistance. Every time you exhale, there's a deeper softening, a deeper release, a deeper letting go. The waters in your own body are flowing freely. Prana flows freely through all the little rivers, energetic channels, nadis in your subtle body. And from this place of surrender, of freedom, of receptivity and vulnerability, creativity arises. We're able to really connect and access all that Shakti power from the second chakra, Svadhistana Chakra. Bringing the attention to the pelvic floor. Visualize a point of golden orange light. Golden from Lakshmi, orange from second chakra, Swadisthana. Orange light illuminating your creative potential. If you like to remain lying, you can stay right here, or you can start waking up the body to join me in seating for the final minutes of this class. We'll conclude this practice with a mantra for Goddess Lakshmi. Take your time, no rush at all. Eventually, if you like to sit up, find a comfortable position with a long spine. And whether you're lying or seating, connect to the left side of your body. We did the practice of Chandra Bedhana in the beginning of class, activating that lunar feminine energy. So I'd like for us to again remember that soothing, creative quality of the moon as we welcome the energy of Lakshmi, chanting Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. I bow to the beauty, the glow of Goddess Lakshmi. The bija, the seed sound for Lakshmi is Shrim. If you like to take a mudra, you could choose any mudra of your liking. I am going to take Padma Mudra, the lotus flower gesture again. Imagining Lakshmi sitting on a lotus flower, symbolizing purity, abundance, beauty. And you can repeat out loud or in your mind the mantra Om Shrim Lakshmyai Namaha. 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 Closing the hands in a gesture of gratitude. Gratitude for the cycle that concluded yesterday with the full moon, for all the lessons, for all the beauty. And remembering that the closing of a cycle is the beginning of a new cycle, so that abundance of Lakshmi is always with us, creating constantly. We have the power to manifest anything that we can envision. That power lies in the second chakra, Svadhistana Chakra, power of creativity. We'll close to the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. So nice to see you all. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.